heavy one.
Yeah.
They're all heavy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is the tag here okay? Probably not.
Probably not.
All right, so let's get all your staff. That's a real big tobacco distributor.
Oh, is there?
We've got about $25 million of cigarettes in the car and in the warehouse. The security is really big for us, and that's what we can do. We have these protocols set up, and
So you lock this in.
oh yeah,
They deliver it.
yeah, they'll come in and pick up tobacco. And everything.
Amazing.
Started downtown and moved in this in 1960. We own about 1 million square feet throughout the state. So we're in just companies that are based here in Illinois, but Boston or anywhere else, some Japanese companies.
Got it. So
But
it's
we're food
much
grade.
more than just.
Oh, much lower. In fact, we'll send things. You'll see ocean containers. We'll be sending things to China from here. We'll get inbounds from China.
Andrew,
See
friend.
Andrew, yes.
Nice to meet you in person.
Yeah, not on Zoom or
Yeah.
WebEx. Yeah.
This section of it is where we store the COVID test kits for
Uh-huh.
our IPH lab.
Great.
And we also work with University of Illinois for the Illinois Shield program.
Oh, terrific.
That's all,
Had no
all
idea.
in this area.
To it back then. Now, of course, on every detail of.
And that's what this is. So
This is Scott Donovan.
these are the.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
Is our training and exercise. We put on the tabletop and
This is enough to hold about 1.6 million doses.
Wow.
So as a state, we procured 20 of these freezers, and then we spread the other 10, one in each region, to have extra contingency across the state.
And where are they? I mean, you don't need to specifically tell them, but I mean, are they at hospitals mostly?
Yeah,
The RHCCs?
Exactly. All the RHCCs except for 10, and then there's one at Cook County Health
Right.
Department. Problem.
Right.
So each one holds about 4,800 doses, but it's only 975 vials.
Yeah.
So what you're going to see when they start working on it is first they're going to pull out the dry ice, and then inside they call them pizza boxes. Get them in the freezer in less than 5 minutes for this part. Other parts of it, you only have 3 minutes. But for the
Got it.
context
So
of
5
this,
minutes so they thaw below 70 Celsius, minus 70 Celsius?
the bottom's minus 60.
I see, okay.
So we've got these freezers at about minus 80 to minus 78.
Got it, so you're just,
So that buys us a bit more time when we're opening the door,
Sure.
but it can't get below minus 60.
got it.
So when Scott talked about distribution, that's the reason it's so important to get it out early in the morning and get it out, because once we box it into the that have to go in each box. So when they get it, there's going to be a small box taped on the top with a core hole cut in, and then they're going to be able to look and make sure the temperature has been maintained. Because if it's gone above 8 degrees, it's a problem. So we have to make sure, and the reason between 2 degrees to 8 degrees Celsius. Yeah. So this is the little box, and it's going to be like this taped on top.
It's attached to that, but I see.
It'll be taped,
It'll be
yeah.
taped up,
I get
and
it.
then this would be the box that all the vaccine would be in.
Got it.
This is a tester we put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, have you guys unpacked one of these yet? Just
In
to
full
make sure.
transparency, we
Yeah.
did a practice run
I
before
think
you
you
got
should.
here.
I'm glad. I wouldn't want it to, rank on the first one anyway. See it. This is exciting.
Yes, it is, absolutely.
I mean, you guys were here for the first one, so that's,
Yeah. And this is so that she can put the information into our system that allows us to track the quantities. Last green, we're good. So we take this.
and when does the countdown start for when
Once
you've got to
we get-
transfer?
Once we get the first tray out,
I
that's
see.
when that starts.
Got it.
So now this dry ice he's taken out, it's about 23 kilograms of dry ice, so it's pretty heavy. You can put that in there.
And now we're gonna clear all the dry ice that's in there to get it off of the top of the pizza
Take a
box.
look at it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep, got it. And that's just excess dry ice
Yes.
that fell out of that thing?
Yeah.
Interesting part. This is an internal payload box. Now, he's cutting tape so he can get in the finger holes.
Yep.
Now some of these slip right out and some of them don't. So Pfizer reached out and warned everybody, if it doesn't, don't force it. So not coming?
No.
So what they're gonna do is they're gonna place this on the ground to get more leverage.
Got it. That's interesting, I knew.
Yeah. So now they're gonna work on opening it inside. So here's the first tray. You can see it's kind of frozen in there. So it's not easy.
No, that does not look easy. I'm taking my own photo.
Yeah, go for it.
These are all stuck together.
Careful.
Yep.
Oh, they got tape around it? Okay.
We don't see any issues.
Yep, looks good.
So we're gonna go straight into. Top one? Yep.
Now they have to do this part quick, because
Yep.
the longer they have that open.
Yeah, you can only leave it open for less than...
I just hear my dad and he turned the power and out, close the fridge.
So that's about 4,800 doses that just went in the freezer. That can stay in there for 6 months. So if anything ever happened, we could hold it here at a safe temperature, and until there was a solution for whatever.
And you can only open I understand you can only open this thing like a couple of times a day, right? I mean, that's it.
So we log the temperature, so.
But if you notice, we have it at the lower end, technically, of the temperature range, because you can go to negative 80.
Yep.
So that way, when we open it, we have more of a tolerance there
Got it.
to negative 60.
Makes sense. But it's that exact. I mean, that's...
Yeah. So that was one box, and we can do another
So,
one.
so that was 5 trays, is that what I saw?
5
5
trays,
trays. and $9.75 per tray. And
Yes.
when you open those, just curious, right? I mean, you've got $9.75 in there, but they're also broken up into like 6-packs or something. I can't remember what the packages are.
So it's 975 doses per tray.
Yeah.
But if you divide that by 5, that's how many boxes.
So what's a vial look? Do you know what it looks like?
Yeah, it looks like. Let's do another box and we can show them real quick.
I don't want to
No, it's fine.
delay putting it in the fridge.
No, you'll be. So here's the interesting thing. 975 doses. So it's 975 twice.
Nice.
So it's a little bit
Nice.
convoluted there. So this was like kind of a last minute thing Pfizer warned everybody about.
Yeah.
They noticed in the test, when they did the test, a lot of the boxes weren't coming out like they were supposed to.
There we go.
So right here, you see the little vials?
Oh yeah, the individual.
On the side.
Yeah.
Sure. So, but they're so you're saying they're double 975s?
Yeah, so 975 doses, 975 doses, 975 doses. This is a total of 975 vials.
Got it. I got it. Okay.
So you just divide 975 by 5. It's like, what is that, 195 or something?
195, yep.
That's how many vials are per tray.
Because there's multiple doses in one vial.
You get 5 doses per vial.
You got your picture, right, Kristen?
Yeah.
Okay.
To get into somebody's arm. However, it sounds like now that is actually a bit quicker. From what I was told just last night, is that pretty much as soon as you draw it, you have to give it pretty quickly.
That's interesting.
But it can sit in that vial at those temperatures once it's like room temperature to give for up to 6 hours. Yeah.
It's still pretty quick.
That
Yeah.
is- It means
Yeah.
you gotta have them ready and.
You gotta have 'em
shots-
ready to go.
Arms ready to go.
So these boxes here,
These are, sure.
So to explain kind of this box right here is for 1,000 inoculations. So this equates to one tray.
yeah.
I see. This whole box.
This one box
Got
equates to one tray. And so this came in last Thursday. We were here doing a full-scale exercise.
Yeah.
And we actually had sample boxes of stuff, and then all of a sudden, the real stuff showed up. The real material showed up.
So you see these are alcohol preps
Yeah,
and
sure.
syringes, and there's
And
the
then-
dilutant.
This is the really neat thing. They've actually sent 1,000 of the CDC record cards. So
Oh, good.
as you get your shot,
This is what we had a whole big debate about.
how do you know when
Yeah.
to come back?
Yeah.
You get,
Yeah.
there's two things. You gotta know when and
Yeah.
what. What vaccine did you get? Control staff
I see.
is to say, okay, you got your shot on Tuesday the 15th, and now they'll hit an alert warning a couple days beforehand to
For
say,
an
hey, come back
electronic.
down to laboratory
Yeah.
and get your second shot.
Yeah, yeah. Good.
So there are some best practices out there being deployed.
Good. And this is just a broken up,
Breaking
this
it
is a
up.
box
Yep,
broken up, yeah.
so these are the types of supplies. You have like administration syringes. These are some more administration syringes here. You have like mixed.
So we could do it all in one, but what we're going to do is we're going to start building the different loads in the different jurisdictions, 20 miles, 500. Pop it on and ship it back. So it's not going to come back to here for security reasons, but it's going to go to our field office here, our IDPH field office, and then they'll
Which
bring
is
it
somewhere
here.
nearby.
Yeah.
Great.
And Andrew, I see you have ISP over here. Are you or Scott going to talk to how it goes
Yeah.
out for the governor?
So Trent, now you've seen, comes out of the box. It's going to go rest in the freezer. And that was the plan. We wanted to do a 2-day staggered plan. We wanted it to get here. We wanted to inventory it, care for it, do what you just saw. Tomorrow and then Wednesday. Tomorrow we're going to go just to OSF, which is just up the road, and they're going to get their allotment just for the hospital, just to care for them. Wednesday we will go through the process and match up pull everything out of the freezer and just talk about what Andrew just talked about. We're going to build in the packages of 50 or 100 or 750 for each of the resource hospitals.
Yep.
Their boxes. Yeah, on the opposite side of the table. Each box will know exactly what RHCC is going to. Got it. We'll know what local jurisdiction is going to, and there'll be no mix-up of anything.
Yeah.
If you're in that vehicle, it should all say that RHCC or the county. So when you get to that smaller scope, that box.
Got it.
All the boxes.
Right.
When the LHDs, the local health departments, come to pick it up, they will sign it, and it will be released by the RHCC. So we will have chain of custody forms all the way through, and they're being directed
All the way through to the LHD.
all the way through the LHD.
But the
We've
LHD
also,
is then going to take it to
and we're
local
creating,
hospital, right?
we've created another form
Got
for
it.
them. So these two first forms will come back here.
Yep.
We have an op cell in the back. We're gonna stay operational until all the vaccine makes it to the LHD. We have another form going to them. We're gonna brief them tonight at 5:30 to say, here's another form. So when you go and you take it from your local public health department in Macon County,
Yep.
and you go to St. Mary's in
Yep.
Decatur,
Yep.
you want to be able to showcase that you have done your piece of the puzzle here and dropped it back, dropped your local allotment
And do
back
we
to the
ever
hospital.
see that form, or is that just an LHD's holding on to that?
We're gonna
We're gonna
request
get it
that
back.
form. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
We're gonna get it back. So we'll show a
I mean,
chain
even
of
if they
custody.
just say police, but, and even if this isn't the most dangerous thing that you're
Right.
doing, it's still maybe one of the most important things that'll happen in all of our lifetimes, so, yeah. So
It's
thank you.
monumental.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing.
It is, it's
facility
exciting.
secure and our movements will be secure, Governor.
Yep, I believe that, I know that, and I'm grateful, I really am, and I'm excited too. I think this is, you know, for all of us, right, for everybody involved in this first day, there's probably nothing that's happened in a century that's as massive a mission as what we're embarking on, all of us, and this is the first day of that mission, so we're gonna save an awful lot of people's lives. So, thank you. I appreciate it. Good, so I mean, how many shipments will you see, let's see?
We've not told the RHCCs that's going on Wednesday. So we're letting you take care of that today, then after that, we're gonna reach out, have the webinar established, answer those questions. So we can roll out quickly, but also in a methodical way to ensure the safety of the vaccine. Thank you, really appreciate it. Nice to meet you in person. Appreciate it. See you soon.
Bye. Nice to see you.
Set this off this side.
Kristen, get a picture.
Oh, yeah. Did you get it?
No, I think so.
Hey, Andrew,
Yeah.
can we, burn some fire around this this year, so.
Joel, now clear that.
I'll let up tomorrow.
Kind of fill itself in wrong.
Yeah, but we're not making that public.
Now, here's what I would say that maybe you want to do. Let's open that tab, and that tab, set it down, grab those tabs, hold on, and then set it on the table. Other side, now hold on to those and just pull real easy. Go straight up. And then set your tray right up there. There you go.
Kyle, I noticed his tape.
So then you'll.
I know, but if they take the trays
Yeah,
out, they
down
need to
that one.
support the bottom, because I'm afraid we pick up the tape breaks and they all fall. You
I
got
know, I was trying to figure out how to get cut. There you go.
Sensor, there's no red lights, so that means we're good. So you can click, yeah, press and hold that to stop the shipment. 1000, 1003, all green, we're good to go. So now you're gonna have to pull this sensor out. Put it on the corner.
By both sides there, can you grab that?
Yeah, it should be.
There you go. Just nice and easy, straight up. It's gonna be heavy. You got it?
Okay. Okay, that's one tray. Just go in there. Okay. Tray. And then close that top one and go to the next one down.
Cold. Look at that.
And close it, next one down. There you go. Okay. So 2 things we learned. Alright, so they probably need to have this glove for that. Yeah. So use this glove, move the dry ice and there's a void around so it goes off. Then use the knife to cut the plastic. Then when you're down there, so then he had to pull this out and put it up here to get it out. Now the one thing the CDC warned us about is 2 things. Put it onto the ground so he could get better leverage on it. Yeah. So all these boxes might be the same as this. All of them might be a lot easier. So when we do this, even when everyone's here, we just gotta be slow, methodical. It's not a race. And we don't wanna leave these open for too long. So even that process, we're still in the temperature range, but even that process was probably a bit too long where we wanna be. But I think now that we figured it out, it'll be much quicker. And the key is with the freezers, you wanna go like two in the top, 2 in the middle, 1 below. And then you wanna close them as you're going. And then also too, it's probably a better idea.
So I could get my finger around the side of that cardboard one to get it up a little bit, and that's what I started to grab a hold of. So that makes it a lot easier to do that, because that's what's really leaving you a little bit of a gap on the side. So when you go down, it's going to be the actual tray itself with a cardboard tray underneath it that's taped to it. So just make sure you're grabbing both.
Right, so if someone got open the doors, you're turning, not getting that seen out of hand, okay? So let's say it's clear, open the door, turn in, you close the door.
Anybody else have any constructive feedback or anyone else have any?
We gotta find something to do with the dry ice. I'm thinking that we get a bucket or something.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that stuff's cold though. I'm just starting to get the finger back, feeling back in.
That or yes, we've done it once.
But I moved it. No call. No call.
No, I tried to, I didn't try it.
You have trash in the trash can, they'll move it. I would rather have that. Yeah, I guess one time, we turned anything back. Usually, no issues, even if it was seasons.
Right. That's all I got started. That was in the we were big and looking all around and
And then finally after that smoke kind of cleared down.
I used to ride sport bikes. Started working on Hey Kyle, we set aside 3 boxes, right?
Yes.